Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Matthew chapter 17, verse 21. Where is it? If you're a Christian and you're reading the New International Version or English Standard or any other version besides the King James Version, I want you to ask your minister or your pastor, which one should I believe and why? Is the person that translated the New International Version more inspired by God than the person who translated the King James Version? Don't let them get away with this nonsense. Let's have a look here. First, if you remember in Matthew chapter, when Jesus gives his disciples the authority to cast out unclean spirits and to heal every sickness and disease. Then we get up to chapter 17 here, and there's the part about where there's a boy that has a demon and they can't cast it out, and Jesus does it for them. And then later they ask him, Jesus, why couldn't we get this demon out of the boy? And Jesus says, well, I guess some demons can only be cast out by prayer and fasting. Okay? And that's in chapter 17. It's also in Mark's gospel, the first gospel, in chapter 9, verse 29 there. It says it can only be taken out by prayer and fasting. Okay, so it's consistent. Now, all the other newer versions, if you open up your New International Version, in Mark chapter 29, they do something insidious here. It says, this kind can only come out by prayer. Well, what happened to the part about fasting? Well, they just left it out. So if you're a Christian and you're trying to figure this out, ask your pastor, which one should I believe, the King James Version or the New International Version? What else do they do here? In chapter 17 of Matthew's Gospel, in the newer translations like NIV, etc., this verse doesn't even exist. They just take it out altogether. And they puff it up by Jesus saying, oh, if you just have the faith of a mustard seed, you can do anything. Ask this mountain to move, and it'll move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Nothing. Except for finding a consistent Christian Bible, of course. And ask yourself this. All these things that Jesus is saying in chapter 18, verse 19, if two of you agree about anything, it will be done for you. Not by me, of course, but by my Father in heaven. Remember, there's only certain things Jesus can do. Oh, that's not my job. That's my Father's job. And, oh, the Holy Spirit does that. That's not my job. You get your own coffee. Think about it. Has any Christian individually or in groups of two or more ever asked for anything and it didn't happen? Of course. So, Jesus is a liar. And the New Testament is just a hodgepodge of nonsensical, contradictory garbage, not only from itself to the Old Testament, but from each version of the Bible itself. It's rubbish.